middle of nowhere, down a lonely dirt road, stood a house, an old farmhouse, broken shutters dangling, its windows black and empty. The locals said it was cursed. The Carters, they didn't believe in curses. It was supposed to be a fresh start. David Carter, his wife Emily, and their daughters Lily and Rose, arriving with moving boxes, dreams of peace, and no idea what awaited them. The girls smiled as they ran through the tall grass, but the house was watching. At first, it was just noises, creaking floorboards at midnight, a door closing softly on its own. David brushed it off as an old house settling, but the shadows grew longer at night, and something walked the hallway. David woke to footsteps on the stairs, slow, heavy, dragging. He stepped out of bed, holding his breath. The air was cold, so cold he could see it in front of him. But when he reached the staircase, it was empty. Lily, the older daughter, began to wake screaming. She said a woman stood in the corner of her room, a woman dressed in black, with her hair falling over her face, whispering her name. No one believed her, until Emily saw it too. One evening, a loud crash shook the house. Upstairs, Lily's wardrobe had tipped over, too heavy for her to move. Behind it, scratched into the wall, were 3 marks, deep, fresh, like claws dragged across the wood. Rose, the younger child, started talking to someone. When Emily asked who she was speaking to, Rose smiled and said, "The lady with no face." That night, Emily found her daughter's dolls arranged in a circle, staring at the closet. Then the demon came for Emily. She woke in the dark, unable to breathe. Something pressed on her chest, hands, cold and burning at the same time. When she opened her eyes, a pale figure crouched over her. Hollow eyes, a smile that stretched too wide. And when it vanished, the bruises on her skin remained. One night, David heard giggling in the basement. When he rushed down, his blood turned cold. Lily and Rose were playing with old toys that didn't belong to them. On the wall behind them, in fresh black soot, were the words, "She is ours, desperate." The Carters called paranormal investigators, Sarah and Michael. From the moment Sarah stepped inside, her face drained of color. She whispered, "Something is very wrong here." Their equipment screamed with static, and the house came alive. That night, the investigators set up cameras. The footage revealed the truth. Emily wandering barefoot into the woods at 3 a.m., eyes rolled back. The girls sitting upright in bed, whispering in a language no one knew. And in the kitchen, a tall shadow standing directly behind David. Sarah dug through records. The farmhouse once belonged to a woman accused of witchcraft in the 1800s. She had sacrificed her own children to a demon. Then she hung herself in the attic. Her spirit never left. And now, it wanted Emily. The investigators prepared. Crosses, holy water, Latin prayers echoing through the house. The Carters huddled together, trembling, as the first words filled the air. The demon woke. The walls began to bleed. Furniture hurled across the room. The girls screamed as their bodies lifted from the ground, hair whipping in the air. Emily was dragged across the floor by invisible hands, claw marks ripping down her back. The house was a battlefield. Then, it revealed itself. The shadow twisted into a monstrous woman, eyes hollow, mouth stretched, hair thrashing like snakes. Her scream shattered every window in the house. The family clutched each other, begging God for mercy. Michael raised the cross, shouting louder, drowning in the demon's voice. The children levitated, veins turning black, guttural growls pouring from their throats. David begged the demon to take him instead. Sarah pressed her cross against the floor, chanting with every ounce of her strength. The house shook, lights exploded, and the air split with an unholy scream. Then, silence. The girls collapsed. Emily gasped for air. The house went still. Broken furniture scattered across the floor. The moonlight shining through shattered glass. They were alive, but the demon was not gone. That night, the Carters fled. They left their belongings, their dreams, everything behind. The farmhouse stood in silence once more. But the story doesn't end there. Locals say, if you pass the farmhouse at night, you'll see faces in the windows, children laughing, and a woman's whisper carried on the wind. They are mine.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more interesting stories.